Dibilang teroris, ISIS, kejam katanya. But is that true? This is the truth. Disinilah lucunya yang dipersepsikan oleh manusia-manusia, oleh orang-orang yang di lingkungan saya ada di Indonesia pastinya. Kalau seandainya apa yang mereka katakan benar bahwa agama tersebut itu tidak baiklah, terorislah, ISIS lah dan sebagainya, maka harusnya saya sudah mati sejak dulu kala. Kenapa? Karena 90% sahabat saya adalah mereka yang beragama Muslim. Kenapa bisa 90%? Ya pasti, karena 87% penduduk di Indonesia beragama Muslim. Mereka adalah mayoritas. Dan sampai detik ini, saya masih hidup, bergaul dengan mereka, bekerja sama dengan mereka, and I love it. It's like tidak ada masalah sama sekali. Jadi anggapan-anggapan seperti itu bukanlah karena sebuah agama, apapun itu.
Being called as terrorists, ISIS, heartless, people said. But is that true? This is the truth. Here's the funny thing, the perception made by some people in Indonesia, of course, if what they assume was true, that the religion is not good, terrorists, ISIS, or whatsoever, then I supposed to be dead since a long time ago. Why? Because 90% of my buddies are Muslim. Why it can be 90%? Because it's certainly 87% of Indonesian citizens are Muslim. They are the majority, and until now, I'm still alive and socialize with them, team up with them, and I love it. It's not a big problem at all, and that kind of assumptions are not because of the religion or whatsoever.
Karena satu hal, tidak ada agama yang mengajarkan kejelekan, apapun agamanya. Setidaknya yang diakui di Indonesia. Anda bisa Islam, Anda bisa Katolik, Kristen, Hindu, Buddha, yang pasti mereka tidak mengajarkan kejahatan. Mereka tidak mengajarkan membunuh orang, mereka tidak mengajarkan merampok, mencuri, memperkosa, dan sebagainya. No, mereka mengajarkan Anda untuk berbuat baik terhadap sesama. Dan sesama dalam pengertian adalah mereka yang seiman dan yang tidak seiman. Kalau kita mau membantu orang misalnya ya, karena semua agama mengajarkan kita untuk membantu orang lain, ciptaan Tuhan siapapun mereka. Ada orang kelaparan depan Anda kan tidak mungkin bertanya dulu, maaf agama kamu apa? Kalau dia jawab misalnya, agama saya Kristen. Kristennya apa? Protestan, Katolik? Protestan, oke. Partai Perjuangan, PDIP atau Partai Demokrat? Partai Demokrat, oke. Tapi Anda pilih Ahok atau Anda pilih Anies Sandiaga Uno? Well, kalau kita tanya seperti itu terus, mati orangnya. Karena kita nggak sempat membantu mereka. And that's not what our religion teaches. That's not what we believe. Karena kita membantu orang tanpa berpikir siapa dia. Dan itulah Indonesia.
Islam is a good religion because of one thing. There's no even single religion that teach us a bad thing, whatever the religion is. At least the religions that are approved in Indonesia. Islam, Christian, Buddha, or Hindu. They do not teach a bad thing. They do not teach violence. They do not teach how to kill people. They do not teach how to robbery, how to rape, how to steal. Instead, they teach us how to do good things to others, in the term to the faithful or to the unbelievers. If we are willing to help people, for example, because all religion teaches to help others, the God's creatures, whoever they are. For instance, there's a starving person in front of you. It is impossible for you to ask him or her, excuse me, what is your religion? And then you ask him again. Or maybe if she or he answer with I'm a Christian, and you ask him again, what kind of Christian are you? Catholic or Protestant? I'm a Protestant. Oh, okay. What is your party? Democrat or PDIP? Well, maybe she answer with I'm a Democrat. Which one do you choose, Ahok or Sandiaga Uno? Well, if you keep asking just like that, then the person will die because she waiting too long to answer our questions, and we run out of the time to help them. And that's not what our religion teach. That's not what we believe, because we help others without considering who they are, and that is Indonesia.
Kita bayangkan saja seperti ini. Kalau agama ditanyakan mana yang lebih baik, agama A atau agama B, agama C atau agama D, jawabannya sederhana. Sama seperti pada saat saya belajar bela diri. Mana yang lebih baik? Karate kah? Taekwondo kah? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kah? Kung Fu kah? Judo kah? Tergantung Anda tanyanya pada siapa. Kalau Anda tanyanya pada guru Taekwondo, mereka akan mengatakan, oh jelas lebih hebat Taekwondo. Kalau Anda tanyanya pada guru Judo, dia akan mengatakan, oh saya bisa banting ketika Anda nendang. Kalau Anda tanyanya pada guru Kung Fu, oh saya bisa hilang. No, that's not. Tapi intinya adalah mereka akan mengatakan, oh yang terbaik adalah apa yang mereka pelajari. And that's normal, that's how human think. Itu adalah cara berpikir manusia yang sudah diajarkan sejak kecil untuk menganut sesuatu, mempelajari sesuatu. Dan itulah yang akan diucapkan oleh mereka. Apa yang mereka pelajari, apa yang mereka percaya akan menjadi yang terbaik. Tapi mana yang terbaik? Semuanya baik.
Imagine, if religion asks which one is better religion A, B, C, or D. The answer is simple. It's similar to when I learned self-defense. Which one is better? Karate, Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, or Judo? Well, it depends on who you're asking it to. If you're asking it to Taekwondo's teachers, and they will say, oh, it's obvious, Taekwondo is better. And if you're asking it to Judo's teacher, they will say, oh, I can take you down when you kick. And if you're asking it to Kung Fu's teacher, oh, I can disappear. But the point is, they will say the best one is what they've based on what they've learned, and that's normal. That's all human think. That's human way of thinking, which has been taught since childhood to follow something, learning something, and that's what they will say. What they've learned, what they believe will become their best. But which one is the best one? Everything's the best.
Tujuan belajar bela diri hanya satu, mempertahankan diri. Tujuan memiliki agama hanya satu, memperkuat iman. Itu bukan? Supaya kita tidak berbuat kejahatan, supaya kita tidak berbuat kebatilan. Tujuannya hanya satu, memperkuat iman. That's all. Jadi semua agama tidak ada yang jelek, apapun agama Anda. Karena ini Indonesia, dan Indonesia mempercayai, mengakui lebih dari satu agama. Inilah Indonesia, inilah Pancasila, inilah NKRI, inilah Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Dan tahukah Anda bahwa banyak sekali negara-negara di luar sana yang memimpikan memiliki Pancasila, memimpikan memiliki NKRI, memimpikan memiliki perbedaan yang begitu luas, tapi jadi satu. Banyak sekali, tapi hanya kita yang punya. So why don't we fight for that?
The purpose of learning self-defense is only to protect yourself. The purpose of learning religion is to strengthen your faith, isn't it? So that we didn't commit crime, so that we didn't tell lies, there's only one purpose, strengthening faith. That's all. So there's no such thing as a bad religion. Doesn't matter what your religion is, because this is Indonesia. In Indonesia, believe, acknowledge more than one religion. This is Indonesia. This is Pancasila. This is NKRI. This is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. And do you know what? There's a lot of countries out there that dreamed to have Pancasila, dream to have NKRI, dream to have differences in the whole country, but united. There's a lot of them, but we are the only ones that has it. So why don't we fight for it?
Karena sebenarnya agama itu terkadang bisa dikatakan susah untuk dipilih. Sama ketika saya lahir dan Anda lahir. Anda bisa lahir jadi orang Sunda, Anda bisa lahir jadi orang Batak, Anda bisa lahir jadi orang Ambon, saya bisa lahir menjadi orang keturunan Tionghoa misalnya. Tapi pertanyaannya adalah, apakah Anda memilih Anda lahir jadi apa? Tidak, sama sekali tidak. Yes, agama bisa kita pelajari. Anda sudah besar, bisa mempelajari agama baru, betul. Tapi kita juga tahu bahwa dari kecil, ketika kita lahir di keluarga yang memiliki agama tertentu, kita dididik menurut agama tersebut. Kalau Anda lahir di keluarga Muslim, Anda akan dididik secara Muslim. Kalau Anda lahir di agama Hindu, Anda dididik secara Hindu. Anda lahir di keluarga Kristen, Anda akan besar dididik agama Kristen. That's normal. And that's how humanity works. Now, is that wrong? No. Tapi manusia bisa memilih ketika dia sudah menjadi besar. Tapi susah untuk memilih hal tersebut karena sejak kecil kita diajari hal tersebut. Dan masalahnya adalah tidak ada kejahatan, tidak ada kejelekan yang diajarkan oleh orang tua Anda, apapun agama Anda.
But the thing is, religion can sometimes be difficult to choose. It's like when I was born and you were born. You could be born as a person from Sundanese. You could be born as a person from Batak or the person from Ambon. Let's say that I was born as a Chinese. But the question is, can you choose to what you are born as? No, not at all. Yes, we can learn religion when you're grown up. You can learn another religion, it's true. But we all already know that since we were kids, when we were born to a family with a specific religion, we were educated according to the religion. If you were born to a Muslim family, you will be educated in Muslim's way. If you are born to a Hindu's family, you will be educated in the Hindu's ways. If you are born to a Christian family, you will grow up educated in Christian's way. That's normal, and that's how humanity works. Oh, is that wrong? No, but human can choose when they grown up. But it's difficult to choose them because since we were kids, we thought about that matter, and it's because that there's no crime, there's no bad things that your parents thought you doesn't matter what your religion is.
Jadi balik lagi ke pertanyaan, saya non-Muslim. Ketika saya melihat Indonesia seperti sekarang ini, sedih sekali rasanya. Sedih kenapa? Karena entah mengapa perpecahan terjadi bukan hanya di kalangan beda agama, tapi di kalangan bahkan yang sama agamanya, di kalangan saudara sendiri, di kalangan keluarga sendiri, di kalangan orang-orang Indonesia. Kapan mau berhenti? Ketika saya kecil saya diajarkan bahwa manusia di Indonesia adalah manusia yang luar biasa, membela perbedaan. Apakah itu sudah tidak ada lagi? Apakah itu sekarang hanya mimpi? Apakah itu hanya sebuah dongeng yang diceritakan ketika saya kecil?
So let's go back to the question. I'm a non-Muslim. When I saw Indonesia like this, it feels sad. Why? Because I don't know why this unity occurred. Not only because difference of religions, even if they're in the same religion also, even if they are brothers in their own family, and even the Indonesian themselves. When will it stop? When I was a kid, I was told that Indonesians are great. They defend differences. Is that thing doesn't exist anymore? Is that thing just a dream now? Was that thing only a fairy tale that once told when I was a kid?
No, I believe in one thing. I believe that Indonesian people, Anda, saya, siapapun itu, bisa menjaga hal tersebut. Saya percaya pada sebuah harapan. Indonesia sudah diuji demikian rupa dari tahun ke tahun. Pancasila sekarang diuji, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika diuji kembali. Tapi Pancasila adalah semboyan yang sudah kita akui sejak dulu. Dan Pancasila adalah hal yang tidak mungkin dimusnahkan. Pancasila, NKRI adalah harga mati. Anyway, sebelum saya lanjut lagi, saya ingin Anda semua melihat hal ini. Inilah yang kita sebut dengan Indonesia.
No, I believe in one thing. I believe that Indonesian people, you, me, whoever that they might be, can protect that thing. I believe in hope. Indonesia have been tested in such way from years to years. Pancasila is now tested. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika is tested again. But Pancasila is a motto that we've acknowledged since the beginning, and Pancasila are something that can never be defeated. Pancasila and KRI are priceless. Anyway, before I continue, I want you all to watch this clip. This is what we call as Indonesia.
Saya Deddy Corbuzier.
Saya Wijayanto. Saya Muslim.
Dan saya non-Muslim.
Ya.
Tapi kita berdua bersaudara. Karena itulah yang namanya Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Kenapa bisa bersaudara, Ustaz?
Karena kalau diturut-turut, kita itu satu nenek moyang. Nenek moyang kita sama-sama seorang pelaut. Siapapun yang melihat ini, sesungguhnya dia terikat di dalam persaudaraan.
Kalau neneknya beda, Ustaz.
Ketemu Adam dan Hawa, maka bahasa agama mempersatukan orang dengan ajakan wahai Bani Adam. Karena semua manusia pasti keturunan dari Adam dan Hawa.
Nah, semua orang mengatakan pelangi itu indah kalau warnanya beda-beda. Benar nggak, Ustaz?
Betul, sepatu juga enak dipakai dan nyaman kalau berbeda. Kalau sepatu semua kanan semuanya, ya yang pakai keriting-keriting semua. Ya kan?
Betul. Yang beda aja kadang-kadang
masih suka keliru.
betul.
Dibikin beda saja kadang-kadang dikira istrinya, ternyata istri tetangga. Dikira suaminya, ternyata sopirnya. Apalagi kalau semuanya sama. Jadi masalah. Kalau semua penduduk Indonesia sama, saya pilih pindah dari Indonesia.
Saya juga kalau gitu, Ustaz. Karena inilah keunikan Indonesia ya, berbeda-beda tapi satu jua di dalam sebuah naungan Pancasila, Ustaz ya, NKRI. Inilah Indonesia, berbeda-beda tapi
Satu juga.
Satu
Itulah
juga.
Bhinneka
Tunggal
Ika.
Persatuan Indonesia untuk semuanya.
I am Deddy Corbuzier. I am Wijayanto. I am a Muslim and I'm a non-Muslim. But we are brothers, and that's what Bhinneka Tunggal Ika means. Why can we be brothers? Because if we think about it, we have one ancestor. Our ancestors is also a sailor. Whoever watches this, the truth is we are all connected. What if our ancestors different? We are also connected from Adam and Eve. Then religion's language unite people through invitation from Adam's ancestries, because every human is Adam and Eve's ancestries. So everyone said rainbow is beautiful because there's so much color. True. And shoes are comfortable if there are different types. If there's only one type, it won't fit, isn't it? Yeah, right. Even if they're different, it could still be wrong. Even if they were made different, sometimes we could be mistaken. That is your wife, but it's the neighbor's wife. Mistaken. But that's your husband, but it's the personal driver. Let alone if everyone look the same, there will be a problem. If Indonesian all look the same, I'd choose to go to another country. Me too. If that's a thing, because this is Indonesia's uniqueness. That's different, but one purpose from Pancasila, NKRI. This is Indonesia, different but one purpose, and that's Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, Indonesia united for everything.